BBC. This is Chester Wilmot broadcasting from a position just above the little village of Perch, about halfway between Tilly-sur-Seulles and Caen. Last night, this village was in German hands. Today, we hold it. And from this village tonight, we're putting in a further counterattack to carry deeper into enemy territory the spearhead which was thrust down between Caen and Tilly-sur-Seulles yesterday morning and was carried further today. At the moment, although there's quite a lot of machine gun fire away to my right, our guns are quiet. They have started the infantry on the attack, which they began about 25 minutes ago, and since then the gunners have been resting. But some of our tanks have moved forward, and on a ridge about half to three-quarters of a mile away, there is one of our tanks in a hold-down position, and a moment or two ago it was engaging either enemy infantry or enemy armor further on. Way over on my right, some of our 25-pounders are coming down on German positions, and quite near, possibly from snipers, there is fire from somewhere near the village of Perch, as you may have gathered from the harsh cracks that came from that area just now. I'm broadcasting now from just above the village of Perch, which we captured this morning. And we're actually overlooking our front line. Just now there was a tremendous explosion from the hill about three-quarters of a mile away, as either a tank or an ammunition dump went up. Whether it was hit by our shells or not, I can't tell, but a good many of our shells are passing overhead now and landing on the brow of the hill, rather less than a mile from where I am. The attack, which began about three-quarters of an hour ago, has gone pretty well, and as far as I can see, our troops are over the brow of the hill beyond Perch, and already the tanks which were waiting, following behind them, have moved from their leaguer, and they too have gone on over the brow of the hill. Over to my right, about three-quarters of a mile away, further infantry are moving up in open formation through the fields, and some of the Churchill tanks which are with them are deployed ready to go in behind them. But elsewhere on the front, apart from a spasmodic machine gun fire and a little bit of shelling from our SP guns up forward, the front is comparatively quiet. But on into the night, the fighting will go on. It's been a day of hard and swift fighting in which we've made very considerable advances. It's also been a very wet day for the troops, as it rained severely on about half a dozen occasions, and the night ahead of them looks as though it will be both wet and sticky. But still, they know that they have the power behind them to carry this attack through them that we aim for.
This is Alan Melville, Dispatch 13, 2100 hours, 6th of June, from the beach west of Ouistreham. Hello everyone, this is Alan Melville speaking from the beach just west of the little village of Ouistreham. The paratroops are landing. They're landing all around me as I speak. They've come in from the sea and they're fluttering down, red, white and blue parachutes fluttering down, and they're just about the best thing that we've seen for a good many hours. They're showering in, there's no other word for it, pouring in threes and fours, and they're fluttering down in perfect formation, just the way we've seen it on the newsreels, the way we've seen it done in exercises, and here they're doing it the real thing, and believe me, they haven't come any too late. There'll be a very unpleasant surprise to the enemy, who's fighting. I can still see the signs of a typical panzer battle. You can hear the aircraft roaring over me, I expect, as I speak. I can still see the signs of a typical panzer battle being raged on the slightly high ground just about 3 or 4 miles ahead of me. And these paratroops are coming down between where I'm speaking, which is just above the sand dunes. Down they come. They're being attacked pretty harshly, as you'll hear, but they're landing in great force between the sand dunes, between the beach area and the battle, and they may have a very decisive effect on that battle. Jerry's putting up to try and save this surprise eventuality off, but he isn't able to cope. The aircraft are sweeping inland, letting go their valuable cargo, sweeping round as if nothing mattered, and tearing again out to sea. And they're still coming in. I'm just turning around to look out to sea, and I can see away out to the very horizon. They're coming in flood after flood.
Hello BBC, this is Frank Gillard here, recording just outside Tilly, a mile or two back from Tilly, on Friday morning, June the 16th, during a barrage which is being laid down to prepare the way for an infantry attack on a small village just to the east of Tilly. In this barrage, we've got our 4.2-inch mortars, our field guns, our medium guns, all the guns of the fleet. The shells are whistling overhead now, just listen to them. I'm not certain if you can hear that high-pitched whistle, the whistle of the shell as it actually slips through the trees overhead here. I'm lying down at full length here in the cornfield. Just in the hedges around me, I can see many men taking shelter behind the banks wearing their steel helmets while this terrific barrage goes on around us.